Here you go.
Welcome in. Hi. Hi, Dev's Kitchen. Hello. Any takers? All right, let's see. All right, well, I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
Assistant Administrator. Well, welcome in. This is actually Tech Talk with Ms. Sack, where every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if already in IT and you plan on taking a certification, stop on by. Today is, what is today?
Cloud.
Oh, today's Saturday.
Plus.
Hey, whoa, today's Friday. So Friday is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday's AZ 900. Hi, Roach Destroyer. LOA, haha, JK, how are you? All right, so a system administrator is troubleshooting a network throughput issues following a deployment. The network is currently being overwhelmed by the amount of traffic between the database and the web server in the environment. Which of the following should the administrator do to resolve this issue?
Okay.
Oh, we have C. Oh, I'm sorry. C. We have C
C.
as answer choices. What's the answer?
All right, so the answer would be A.
A. Okay.
Answer would be A.
All right. You're going to explain?
Huh?
You're going to explain?
Yeah, so it says set up affinity rule. Do you remember affinity rule?
No, I don't.
Affinity.
Affinity rule. No, I don't remember.
Affiliated. Affinity.
Oh, okay. Is that what that means? I don't know.
Yeah, because remember when it comes to virtual machines, right? So it's okay. Troubleshoot. All right. Yeah, when it comes to virtual machines, right? Most of the systems, if you want to create a virtual machine, right? It's usually on a server, right?
Right.
And then with a server, you can create multiple virtual machines on it. Most of the time, and that's what most cloud service provider do, right? They most of the time would have different servers or different computers, which you can create different virtual machines on them, right? So now, with affinity rule, right, it's saying that make sure that if I create a virtual machine, right, make sure it's on the same or it's affiliated with the same server or computer.
Hi, Alpha J.
Right?
How are you?
So now the question is saying that since a system administrator is troubleshooting network throughput issue following a deployment. The network is currently being overwhelmed by the amount of traffic between the database and the web server, right? So which of the following should the administrator do to resolve the issue, right? So set up affinity rule to keep the web and the database server on the same hypervisor, right? So now it wouldn't be two separate servers that would require transfer for data over the internet. It's on the same computer, so you don't need the network overhead in a way. So yeah, so that would be
Got it.
A.
So the answer is A. All right.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next
Okay.
question here.
Welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and you're planning on taking a certification, we ask that you stop on by, answer the questions, see how well you're answering, gauge yourself. If you find yourself answering the questions with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. However, if you're struggling a little bit, some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. So today being Friday is Comptia Plus, Tuesday is Network Plus. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. Friday is today's Friday is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Saturday, Sunday is AZ 900. Mondays Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. Okay. So again, if you're not following, follow and share the live. If you know anybody else that would, is planning on taking a certification, help them out. My dream is to become an infamous. Hi, Mustafa. Oh, thank you. Welcome back in. All right, so a network, an update is being deployed to a web application, and system administrator notices the Cloud SQL database has stopped running. The VM is responding to pings, and there were not any configuration changes scheduled for the VM. Which of the following should the administrator check next? Yes, Roach. So Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday Security Plus. Okay. Alice Cool asked the question, but okay. So we have A. The answers for this people were saying A. I'm not sure Alex's question. I don't know if it's pertaining to this specifically.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, but if you did between differential privacy and encryption.
I don't remember on top of my head.
On top of your head, okay. All right, Alex, he doesn't remember on top of his head.
Differential privacy and encryption. Oh, I mean, and encryption. Is it differential privacy and differential encryption? Or?
Oh, Alex, do you?
But yeah, I don't remember on top of
his head. Okay. Are you saying different? I was gonna say the same thing you said, but anyway. But welcome in.
Oh, that's okay. All right. All right. So we have A. Yeah, we have A. Okay. We didn't get any other answer option, right?
Well, I think the people are gonna answer already answered.
Yeah. So the answer will be A, right?
Okay.
It says logs on the VM, which is virtual machine.
Right.
It's saying that an update is being deployed on a web application, and the system administrator noticed the cloud SQL database has stopped. Right, so the database has stopped. The VM is responding to ping, so meaning the virtual machine is what? It's up, it's running, right? But then the services or the process, the database, SQL database specific process is what has stopped, right?
Okay.
So it says, and there were not any configuration changes scheduled for the virtual machine. Which of the following should the administrator check next, right? So since the SQL server is running on the virtual machine, right, you need to view the logs on the virtual machine, right? That should be the next steps.
Alright.
Will be A.
So the answer is A. Alright.
And we didn't get any other answer.
Does he need to explain anything else? So we're trying a new thing today because apparently Raymond takes too long over explaining. So we're trying a new thing where if anybody doesn't ask the questions, he's just going to move on to the next question. Okay? So if you do have a question, please ask your questions. When you come on in, there's no such thing as a dumb question, honestly, because the dumb question is the one that you do not ask. The guy that said that is not here yet. But so ask your questions, okay? All I ask is that you're respectful. Other than that, I will block you. So welcome in, okay? Welcome in. All right, so today again is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow's going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday's AZ 900. Apologies, this is Raymond. I'm Jennifer. Raymond has over 30 plus certifications, the one up top over there, including all his AWS certifications and his CISSP. So again, this is Tech Talk with Sakwe. Every day of the week is a different certification. All right. All right, so a company is concerned about the security of its data repository that contains customer PII. That's how you say it, PII?
Yeah.
Okay. System administrators asked to deploy a systems control that will prevent the exfiltration of such data. Which of the following should the system administrator implement? What is PII?
Personal identifying information. So your name, social security, your address.
Oh, okay.
PII.
Okay. PII.
I think in the healthcare they call it a P. Is it PHI? Personal health.
I don't know.
PHI.
Anybody in the healthcare know?
Yeah, PHI.
Data loss prevention. Oh, so you're saying it's A? Okay, Tammy. Tammy, okay. Tammy saying A. Okay.
So any data that can identify a user.
Okay.
Or a client or a person.
Got it. Okay. Because I was definitely about to say pie. But okay. All right. So the answer is it's A. Oh, HIPAA. Oh, sorry. Oh, and HIPAA is called. Tammy says HIPAA.
Okay.
HIPAA, but what is it? The you said healthcare.
I think it's personal health information. PHI?
I should know this.
PHA?
But
I don't know.
Probably,
I don't know.
yeah, you asked me on the spot. I'll Google it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's the answer?
Halting for me. So the answer will be.
Oh, PHI. Okay.
Yeah, the answer.
It is what you said.
Okay. The answer would be A.
A?
Data loss prevention, right? Since a company is concerned about the security of its data, data repository that contains customers' PII. A system administrator is asked to deploy a security control that will prevent the exfiltration of such data, right?
Okay.
So moving the data out of the network, right? So which of the following should the system administrator implement, right? So they should implement data loss prevention, right? So yeah, you can set up data loss prevention on even email system, and anytime a PI information is going out, it can block it. Right?
Okay. Who else asked what is WAF? But B2292 answered, but I don't know if you want to touch on it.
It's web application firewall, right? Web application firewall. So mostly it helps mitigate injection attacks, right? So SQL injection, cross-site request forgery, cross-site scripting, right? So those OWASP top 10, I'm not if you are familiar with OWASP, Open Web Application Security Project, right? They have a top 10 vulnerabilities, right? So most of it it's related to that, right? So that is web application firewall.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what is ADC?
So ADC is application delivery controller. So it's more of a performance tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Sorry. F. C. What is C?
File integrity monitoring. So
Fire?
No, file.
File. Okay. File.
So now, if there's a change in a file, right? It would notify that hey, someone has changed this specific file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it notifies the person that created the file.
No, it depends on the configuration, but it's mainly for if a file is changed or modified.
Got it. Okay. All right. Next question. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Sakwe. Every day of the week is a different certification created for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and you're planning on taking a certification, we go live. We're supposed to go live 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're a little early today. But yeah, so if you're not following, follow. Today is Friday. Friday is Cloud Plus. Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday Linux Plus. Thursday Security Plus. Friday, Cloud Plus, all the pluses, okay? So 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you're planning on taking a certification, kind of come on in, right? So gauge yourself when you're answering the questions. See how well you're answering. If you find yourself answering with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little bit, some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. So essentially, it's just a study room. All I ask is when you come in, be respectful. Other than that, I will block you, okay? The people in the chat at times range from people like me who don't know much about these things to people like Raymond who have vast experience. So please do ask your questions. Okay, a technician just received the lesson learned from some recent data that was lost due to an on-premise file server crash. The action point is to change the backup strategy to minimize manual intervention. Which of the following is the best approach for the technician to implement? The dude is 42. Are you 42? Okay, so we have A. Oh, you're not? Okay. Alright, so A. Any other takers? If not, I'm sticking with the people that said A.
Okay, so the answer would be A, right? Backup as a service. So the
No, he's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
So basically saying that the technician received a lesson learned, right? So something happened before, and then now they receive a lesson learned from that incident, right?
What is a lesson learned? Is it literally what it means? Like
lesson learned. Yeah, you learn. That's it. You learn your lesson, right?
Okay.
Most of the time, it's a document that describes what happened before, right? So if there's an incident, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they will create a report that says, hey, okay, the reason why it was breached is we don't have data encrypted, right? Or we have a storage account publicly available, right?
Okay.
Those type of stuff, right?
Got it.
So yeah, so now the reason why the fast server crashed, right, was the action point to change backup strategy, right?
Okay.
So they have to change the backup strategy to minimize manual intervention. So basically, anytime there's a backup failure, right?
Okay.
Someone has to manually go and then bring it up bring the backup system up, or bring the backup manually up, right?
Okay.
Instead of making it automated, right?
Okay.
Because and then you don't need any manual intervention from any human.
Got
right?
it. Okay.
So yeah, so backup as a service is basically services that helps you back up your services and restore
Backup again.
automatically as well.
Okay.
Right?
And then out of curiosity, thank you for explaining this dude is 42. I had no idea. I'm gonna Google it later though. This dude it says RAID requires reboot, or risky actions with the disk.
So usually,
Before you answer, why is it RAID 1? And also, hi 927, how are you? Sorry, go ahead. Why is it RAID 1? There's different RAIDs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 5, RAID 6, RAID 10, RAID 01.
Okay.
Right.
You
So
said
yeah,
RAID 1 is a mirror?
Yeah, it is a mirror. They should have just said RAID.
Okay.
Right? But either ways, RAID most of the time. So RAID would mostly be on the same system, right?
Okay.
So it would be on the same system, which basically usually have 2 or more disks, right? 2 or more disks. And for RAID 1 specifically, it performs mirror, right? So let's say you have 2 disks. You save your name on one of the disks. It will copy the same information on the next disk. So you have 2 copies of the same information, which means if something happens to disk 1, you start backup, right? However, RAID usually is on the same system, right? So it wouldn't.
Redundancy.
Redundancy. That's the keyword, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so that wouldn't help in this case.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Let me
all
answer
right.
the question. Okay. We're trying a new thing today, by the way. The new thing is that Raymond is not going to over talk. So he has a tendency of explaining and making the lives too long. So we had a discussion that he's not going to over explain until somebody asks us the question. So if you have any questions, please do ask your question. There's no such thing as a dumb question, okay? But welcome in. If you're not following, follow. Again, so today is Cloud Plus, tomorrow's going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner, and then Sunday AZ 900, Monday Comptia A Plus, Tuesday Network Plus, Wednesday Linux Plus, Thursday Security Plus. Okay. Mariana Cybertech, how are you? Our marketing team is using software as a service.
Yes.
Based service to send emails to a large group of potential customers. Last week, the email campaign sent emails successfully to 3,000 potential customers. This week, the email campaign attempted to send out 50,000 emails, but only 10,000 were sent. Which of the following is most likely reason for not sending all the emails? I want to say D.
D. Bandwidth limitation.
I have no idea what that means, but it seems like it makes sense. I don't know. Any takers? Oh, or it could be C.
C. It's
Or it could be
configured. Or probably B.
It can't be B.
Why? Why not B?
Oh, does it charge to take? No, because email it doesn't charge to take to send automated email.
You still have to pay in a way, right?
Oh, okay.
You still have to pay in a way,
right? Who else has a thinking face on? But you have to pay.
I mean, remember,
pay
Gmail.
To send out 50 emails?
I mean, no, this is for software as a service base. To send a large group of potential customers. So with CRM systems, right? They have those blast email feature, or they have mass email feature, all those campaigns and all that, right?
Okay.
So
okay.
So yeah, so they have that option, right? So and most of the time you have to pay for those services.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So yeah, it can still be a billing
Okay.
Incorrect billing
Incorrect.
account.
Okay, so this 242 says A, because it's software as a service, all other options are for on-prem emails.
Oh, even the B.
Wait. What does he mean by on-prem email? I thought emails was always emails is in the computer.
I mean, so software as a service. So basically, you are using a cloud email system. So Gmail is a cloud system, right?
So what is he saying on-prem?
You can build your own email system.
Oh, you can?
Scratch, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
sorry, I don't know this stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Who else? What are you thinking? Or what are the other takers? Okay, we have A though. So what's the answer?
So the answer will be A.
A? Okay.
API rate limit.
Request limit.
I'm sorry, request limit, right? Request limit. So most of the time, if you subscribe to these services, a simple example is SMS. If you send SMS with a specific limit, your SMS will start failing. Let's say 200 SMS per day.
Okay.
Remember
yes, I'm processing. Okay.
200 emails per day. So if you go beyond the 200 emails, guess what? It's just going to send the 200 emails, and that is it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that is rate request limit, right? They always have a limit.
Okay.
Right? Incorrect billing account, right? That would affect the entire email system, right? If there's an billing issue, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude said some spam is a constant fight.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then why isn't that bandwidth limitation?
So bandwidth. So basically, you have limited bandwidth, right, or internet speed to send the email, right? That wouldn't stop.
I processed that wrong in my head.
Yeah, that wouldn't stop it from sending every single email. It might delay, but it will still send.
Okay, this dude's 42 says email is hard to run because it requires good reputation. Is it reputation or reputation?
Yeah, reputation.
Reputation of the email server to guarantee delivery. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
when he's saying,
yeah.
"Hey y'all, yeah, the answer was A." What were you gonna say? Because I was saying something else. But okay, so reputation, as in, for instance, Google has a good reputation. Oh, so what do you mean?
Remember, when you send too much emails.
When you don't want them to spam you. Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yep.
Okay.
So now,
got it.
Yeah, and that's what most people don't really know, right? So if you work with a company, usually the small companies, the non-profit, right? You try to send mass emails, right? And the more users or end users start reporting you as a spam, your reputation would degrade, right? So now, most of the time, if you send an email, they might say, well, it's a spam, right?
Hi again, Alpha J.
Similar to phone calls, right? So
spam likely.
Spam. It might be a legit business, but then they say what? Yeah.
The problem of a realtor.
Let's see.
What says is email reputation is about knowing the server doesn't do bad things. Got it. Okay. All right,
let's go to the next.
Welcome in. While he brings the next question, I do my little preamble stating that this is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakwe, or aka the IT Study Room. This is curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you already are in IT and you're planning on taking a certification. We ask you stop on by and learn with us. If you're, thank you for the heart. If you're planning on taking the certification, come on in. When you come in and you truly don't understand something, there's no such thing as a dumb question, because a dumb question is the one you do not ask. The person that says that is not here today, but when he comes out, give him his credit. Okay. Also, all I ask is that you're respectful. Other than that, I will block you. But all the same, this is Raymond. That's all his certifications up there, over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS certifications, his CSSP, and a few of those up there. Today is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow's going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday's Comptia A Plus. Tuesday Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday Security Plus. Okay. All right. MW Menu says that configuration of your domain, also type of email matters, is private or the cPanel email. Oh, that's good information. I didn't even know there was different type of emails. cPanel.
DNS. Okay.
Domain meaning DNS. Oh, okay. Oh, domain means DNS.
Domain record is DNS record.
Okay.
Domain is the my company dot whatever. That is the domain.
Got it.
DNS is when you translate the domain information or friendly name to IP address. That is the DNS services.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Monty, this is the first time I've seen your comment. A support engineer wants to prevent users from running malware on several. Which one is the IaaS again? Infrastructure.
As a service.
Infrastructure as a service. Compute instance. Which of the following will best achieve this objective? Let me read it again. A support engineer wants to prevent users from running a malware on several infrastructure as a service compute instance. Which of the following will best achieve this objective? Okay, we have C. Any other takers? Are you going to explain the question? Because it seems a little hard to understand.
A support engineer wants to prevent users from running malware on several infrastructure as a service compute instances. Which of the following would best achieve this objective?
So we have C and we have D.
D.
I just don't understand the question in general, but what's the answer?
So the answer would
Do instead of C now. Okay.
Yeah, the answer would be C. Right, the answer would be C.
Okay. So what is the accent though?
So basically they have infrastructure as a service, right? Or they have a virtual machine. And then now they don't want the users to be able to run malware, right?
Okay.
So most of the time malware applications or it has to be installed, right?
Okay.
Or sometimes you might have a software that contains malware, but then you wouldn't know as the end user, so you just install it, right?
Okay.
And it would introduce malware to the system. So a way of preventing that is to implement application whitelisting, which means you have X amount of application that can be installed, right? And that's what most companies do, right? They have a list of applications that are approved by the company. So you can't install any other software other than the 5, 10, 15 list of application.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So if they have the ones that is already there, in order for it to the whitelist, right? Can is there a waiting list that you can add to a whitelist?
No, I mean most of the time you can request for approval, right? If there's a list of software that you really need a software but it's not part of the list, you can send it for approval, and then most of the time go through the security team to review the application to see if there's any known issues before they add it to it.
They need a new app. Right. Okay. The dude. Oh no, I'm sorry. Who else asked? So what would happen if you did A? So what would happen?
Encrypt all application that the user should not access. Encrypt all. Remember, encryption doesn't really. It just provide access to those that need access, right? That doesn't mean it can't introduce a malware into the system, right? The encryption doesn't stop the execution of a malware. It wouldn't. It's just encrypted encrypt information from those that don't need access.
Okay.
Right? So that wouldn't be ideal implementation. Whitelisting as well is the ideal way, right? So most of the time, whitelisting, the company has vetted that specific software
already.
Right? Exactly.
Okay. Dude says a hard edge case, right? You can write a config file that tells another application to make the malware run, right? And then B92992, they need to add a new. I think you mean new app, right? Is that what you're saying? I don't know with IT, so sometimes the acronym. So so I'm gonna ask it if you meant to say new and not NEE. Is that a new? Is that an acronym? I don't know. So please clarify for me. And the dude said, "Oh, you read it. Oh, you read this wrong. Okay, all right. Oh, new. Okay, perfect. So you meant new. All right. So it's B. Okay, got it. It's very hard to secure an environment, whereas users can write files too. Okay, it's very hard to secure an environment, whereas users can write files too.
Okay.
Interesting.
Next question.
Okay. I'm lost in the source today, but okay, he's a new app. Okay. We're going pretty fast today. You have enough questions? So,
I mean, if we don't have, I mean, whichever enough
we
questions
try to
that
be
we
on
have.
for an hour. Okay. So today that he's not over explaining.
Okay. All right.
All right. So welcome in. If you're not following, follow. Okay. A cloud administrator is reviewing the annual contracts for all hosted solutions. The administrator notes the monthly subscription rate has increased every year. The provider has been in place for 10 years, and there is a large amount of data being hosted. Which of the following is a barrier to switch for? Which of the following is a barrier to switching providers? Ooh.
Which one do you think?
They all sound right.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay, so A, which is service level agreement.
Wait, you have to wait for people to answer.
Okay.
Unless you explain it to me.
I'm explaining to you.
Okay,
service
that's
level
fine.
agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Or you said it would be. Okay, so service level agreement would be a reason why someone cannot switch provider.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Vendor lock-in. They have a vendor. They have an agreement with the vendor, obviously, right? So they have a contract, right?
Not really.
Really? Okay. Do the same as B. You're stuck with the vendor because you have too much data. Wait, I thought vendor locked-in meant that you have in contract with the vendor. No.
No.
That's not what vendor locked-in.
No.
Oh. So okay then. The way you answer, I think the answer is B, but I'm gonna come back to that. And then
So how about encrypted data? You said all the answers would. It sounds correct.
Yeah, it's encrypted. Is encrypted
So,
meaning that it'll be hard to move. And then the memorandum of understanding.
It's just an agreement, and it's really non-binding. Right?
Oh.
It's just an agreement between
Two people
parties.
or two parties. Okay. Wait. So B 9229 is saying Salesforce. Is that so?
Salesforce?
Is that the job of Salesforce? People move there.
No, unless. Oh, okay. So Salesforce, basically
They do this
it's
kind of
difficult for you to.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
Also, B,
that's
vendor lock-in because Salesforce is a vendor.
Okay.
Okay, B. What's the answer?
Yeah, so the answer is
B.
B.
Yeah.
Vendor lock-in, right?
Thanks, guys. Okay.
Yeah, so basically it's most of the companies or vendors that you go in the first place, contract or service with, most of the time they make it in such a way that it's difficult for you to move away, right?
Oh, it's like CRMs.
CRMs, right?
Oh,
and then
Salesforce,
you have no way of moving your data from their system, right? And if even it's possible, right? It will be difficult or expensive. I think someone mentioned expensive, right?
I think it was dude.
to move away from them,
Yeah,
right?
more expensive.
Because you have to move the data in pieces, right? A simple one is CRM, right? Or consulting fee as well, right? So you might have to bring different company into it to help you move the data.
Your data, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There should be a law against that.
They should, right? They should, but and that is one of the, I guess, main things that you look out for, right?
Yeah.
Main thing you look out for if you want to get into a specific vendor, right?
Yeah.
Ask these questions. Most of the time they have is it? No, I don't think it's kickoff meeting. They have like those. No, introductory meeting, right? If you want to get into a specific CRM, you fill their form. They tell you, hey, someone's going to reach out. A salesperson would reach out to you, right? So now, when they reach out to you, they ask you for your requirements and all that, and that is one of the questions that you have to ask, right? Just in case I need to move away from your system, how can I? Is it easy to get my data from your system, right?
I mean, so what if they say yes? They're not obligated not to lie to you.
I mean, then that is bad customer service.
I mean, yeah.
No, they should say the truth.
They should. However, the person that is selling to you is a sales accountant, right? So meaning that they make commission off sales.
True, you're right.
Yeah, so they don't have to tell you the
truth. Some might lie to you.
Yeah.
And then now, once you ready to move,
they're not there
like,
no
exactly.
So
you're right.
So.
But technically, they should still tell you the truth, right?
But all
they
the
should.
same.
But you should also do your due diligence by making sure that it's easy to
move
before you get into that service.
Right? Okay. All right. As we went on a tangent, the answer was B. If you're just joining in, the answer was B.
Yeah, the vendor lock-in.
Okay. The next question. All right. So today's Cloud Plus is much more palatable than Linux Plus. Everything is more palatable than Linux, but all the same. Today is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sundays AZ 900. Mondays Comptia 8 Plus. Tuesday Network Plus. Wednesday Linux Plus. Thursday Security Plus. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. So if you're not following, follow. If you happen to going to take the certification on Cloud Plus, if you want to, it's going to be on. Oh, you. Dude 42. I should have knew that you were one of those people. I should have knew that you're gonna be a Linux lover. So yeah, so if you plan on taking the certification, full video will be on YouTube, same name, okay?
Yeah, and yeah, 42. That's what most people don't, especially if you're getting new into IT, right? They don't really get that concept. You need Linux. You need it. But anyways,
Linux lore. A system administrator is creating a VM and wants to ensure disk space is not allocated to the VM while it is needed. Which of the following techniques should the administrator use to ensure this?
mm-hmm.
I think you said this before.
Yeah, I think we've seen this exact same question before
Do
too.
I remember? No, I do not. What?
That is fine.
I don't think it's D because I don't think I haven't heard you explain it. Is it D? What is D? What is that? ISCSI. What does that mean?
iSCSI.
I'm saying it's not D and then 46.
iSCSI is for storage networks. Yeah, iSCSI is related to storage networks.
Why are you saying iSCSI when it says ISCSIE?
Yeah, it is iSCSI. Yeah, it is. That's how you say it. Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah, it's a protocol for storage area network.
Okay. It says allows you to allocate network storage or specific reserve storage. Okay. All right. So we have D.
It's a protocol, by the way.
It's
so,
okay. Protocol. Right. Do says B2292. Any takers? What we say? Okay. The IC storage will always be there if the network is available. ISCs. Okay, so I think we're going with D.
Oh, so okay.
Do the saying that the iSCSI storage will always be there if the network is available.
Okay.
Is it? Are we talking storage as in Kubernetes type of storage?
No, just
Okay.
regular storage. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, regular storage. I mean, Kubernetes can also use that type of storage. Any system can use that type of storage.
Okay.
Storage area network. Yeah. So it says a system administrator is creating a VM and want to ensure disk space is not allocated to VM until it is needed. Which of the following techniques should the administrator use to ensure this?
Okay, we have D.
So the answer would be B.
B.
Yeah, B. Then provision.
Okay, you're gonna explain.
So if you are creating a virtual machine, right, it gives you option to select the disk size, right? And you have two options. You either using thin provision or thick provision. It's those two options. So thin provision basically is saying that, okay, I'm going to remember when you create a virtual machine, you don't create only one virtual machine, right? You can have multiple virtual machine on one system or server, right? However, on the server itself, right, there might be only one disk, there might be only two, there might be three, whatever, right? So the virtual machines will take storage out of the host system, right? So now if you set up a thin provision, it's saying that, hey, I'm going to assign you 1 terabyte of storage, right? However, that 1 terabyte of storage, you're not going to have access to the entire 1 terabyte. It's on demand. So if you have a file that is 5 gig, the only storage that you can claim is 5 gig. You're not going to claim the entire 1 terabyte. However, if you have data that is 1 terabyte, I'm going to allow you to save or take all the 1 terabyte, right? So
Okay.
that is 10 provision, right? Take provision is basically saying, hey, I have 1 terabyte of storage and it's mine. That's it, right?
Okay.
But with the 10 provision, right, the storage can be shared among other VM as well, right? So yeah,
Okay.
so it's like
Okay, 42 said that he read it
wrong.
read it wrong, but I thought that they wanted all the storage
Immediately,
available
okay.
immediately. VM Pub, that was a nice educated guess, and then
Really?
the VM Pub said yes. Dude says that knowing the things doesn't help when you don't read the questions carefully. It's like that, right? Especially in the questions room, in the exam room. Some people are great test takers, and some people are not. But the people that are not doesn't mean they don't know the stuff. It's quite annoying. But yeah, so you were saying something else.
But we'll
forgot.
come back to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
I
to
got
the next
sidetracked.
question.
Welcome in.
Yeah.
We're trying a new thing today, BM Pub. We are having Raymond not over explained. Okay, so we're trying to see if we can get through the questions quicker today. But again, because we should probably do that for Linux on Wednesdays and see how that works out. But yeah, so if no question is asked, he moves on. So we'll just see how that goes today. It's looking like we're gonna finish early on time too. The question is not.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not. Let me just.
But welcome in. This is Tech Taco with Raymond Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and you plan on taking a certification, this is the place for you to be. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Although we're a little early today. Oh, wait. Who else has a question? Let me over explain instead. Of course, go for it. Who else says, so if it's allocated 1 terabyte for a file, what happens if the file is no longer there?
If it allocates 1 terabyte. So we're talking about the 10 provision, right? So.
Hi, Mount LaRoche. How are you? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. First, right. Alright. So if it is allocated 1 terabyte for a file, what happens if the file is no longer there? Okay. If the file is no longer there, the storage is no more, data is no longer there, then the storage is free to be used. I'm not too sure if that's what you meant by your question. If the file is not there anymore.
Du says usually the VM crashes after the first write.
Oh, what does that mean?
The VM crashes.
Is it replying to?
I think so. I think
crashes after the first write.
What does first write mean?
Writing to the disk. Writing data to the disk. Yeah.
Oh.
If the file. Okay.
If the file means the file that is in the M image.
Okay.
Hopefully you can answer. I'm just sharing the live, so bear with me. My head is down.
The VM image. Okay.
You can read it.
Means the file. Okay. The VM image.
So does that answer? Who else does that answer your question? Well, if it's a question, then I wouldn't know if it answers it right. You get me? But what is the I didn't know that you write into VMs.
I mean, it's similar to, so basically saving a file to disk. That's it. Writing to the disk. Save it. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Stuff. Okay, got it. Okay. Is this the next question?
Yeah, that's the next question.
But the VM, the VM is a computer in a yeah, okay. I kind of get some of the basics sometimes, not all the time, but the concept sometimes gets a little confusing for me. Who else? Does that answer your question? Let me know, or let him know. So the the RIK for a VM is basically a file. What is RIK? Okay. On the computer, is it? Okay. Disk. Okay. Okay, got it. I was like, wait.
Okay.
All these acronyms is
yeah.
Okay. All right. So after accidentally uploading a password for IM user in plain text, which of the following should a cloud administrator do first? Choose 2. After accidentally uploading a password.
In plain text.
Ooh. Okay, Yayas. BND. How do you accidentally do that? Like, you should be fired.
How do you accidentally do that?
Yeah.
It's similar to you saving. I mean, yeah, you saving a file to OneDrive or Google Drive.
And then.
Right, and then you accidentally upload your
password?
a password in as part of the file, right? You have a password included as part of the file.
Yeah.
But in this case, you have a few options, right? Remember, sometimes with Google Drives, you can make them public. So basically, anyone that you share the link with would have access to it,
Okay.
right? With companies, that's what happens most of the time too, right? Either the storage account has public access, or other team members or other external vendors will have access to the same storage, right? So you can mistakenly will upload a file that contains a password to those storage locations,
Okay.
right?
Got
So yeah,
it.
it's possible. It happens all the time. Or even with GitHub, right? If you want to push a file to GitHub, right, you can accidentally push a password as part of the push, right?
If you say so.
So yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Wait, this you're supposed to choose two. Okay, y'all says B and D, so you know D is for sure. Okay. So
Okay, which one do you think it would be?
no, yeah.
Yeah, just say
B.
guess.
B and D.
Okay.
10 toes
Okay.
deep.
All right. So yeah. Rotation is important too. Yep. Okay. So after accidentally uploading a
Credential
password.
rotation for what you said, or for this?
So credential rotation is when you periodically would change your password.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
okay.
he said it's important as well. So basically, it should be, let's say F.
Oh,
right? Yeah,
okay.
an option.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, after accidentally uploading a password for an IAM, identity and access management user, in plain text, which of the following should
Be done
first? Okay, good. So
Okay.
yeah, so the first thing is
Okay, who else?
is to is to remove the published plain text file. Right, so delete the file right, from wherever it is, and then
okay, you finish and I state my statement.
And then change the affected user password, because the password is already leaked, so you need to change the password. Right, it's similar to how you get a notification from your a vendor saying that, hey, we had a data breach, go ahead and change your password. Similar.
There's a lot of data breach. They all people. What is So Duda says, if you're changing it, why would you care?
If you're
changing it, why would you care? Right.
That is true, by deleting it, but I mean, you can't just leave it there, right?
Because I'm wondering the same thing. But what does the DAC mean?
If you are talking about discretionary access control.
B2292, is that what you're saying? Discretionary
access control.
IT and all the acronyms, guys. Okay. But so question though. B, removing the published plain text. At that point, it's like putting something on social media and then deleting it after. We all have screenshots.
But remember, maybe some people have seen it. Maybe no one has seen it.
Okay.
You never know, right?
Okay.
And I mean, removing this, right, so if only 5 people saw it, right, then that is fine. Oh, digital converter. Okay.
No, this is very funny.
Okay.
But B2 says, I guess then which one you should do first in the order: D, then A, then C. Is that what you're saying? DAC.
DAC.
I might be messing it up.
Oh, okay.
Is that what they say?
I think probably I was thinking different things.
Okay.
Like DAC.
Okay.
Notify that the breach has occurred. I mean, that might be an option, but that wouldn't be the first thing that you have.
No, that's what he's saying, that in order of sequence, it would be D first, then A, then C, right? So after you change the affected user's password, right? Then A, you identify the source that was accessible.
The source identify would be, I mean, this is also part of it, but that would be afterwards, right? After you change the password and all that.
Okay, but the people would definitely need to be notified.
Yeah, that would be down the road.
Okay. Right. So to do first, to choose A would be B and D.
B and D.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, that is what they said anyway. Yeah. All right, digital analog converter. You're funny. All right, next question. Welcome in. This is Tech Tech Women Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're in IT and plan on taking a certification, we go live 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Because it's beginner friendly, the series is supposed to be beginner friendly for, again, people breaking newly into IT. But today is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. What is it? Sundays AZ900, Mondays Comptia A Plus, Tuesday Network Plus, Wednesday Linux Plus, Thursday Security Plus. Okay. When you come on in, there's no such thing as a dumb question. If you don't understand something, or it's not all the time that Raymond gets it right. So, a healthy debate is highly encouraged and welcome. All I ask is that you're respectful. Other than that, I'm the lady with the block button. I will block you. So if you're not following, follow. Welcome in. Okay. Who else says so? I guess deleting the affected user wouldn't help.
So I guess deleting the affected user,
It wouldn't help?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Really?
I mean, remember, the user already have access to other systems as well, unless you want to fire the user, right?
For making the mistake,
Because
probably.
remember, if you delete the user, right, they wouldn't have access to your emails.
Okay.
They wouldn't have access to anything else. They have to start from scratch. So if you delete the account, you have to recreate a new account for them, and it's two different identities, right? So that wouldn't be an option unless you want to fire the person. I mean, if you want to fire the person, most companies don't delete the account. They just disable it for now, right? Just in case they need to get some information from the user and all that.
Okay.
They can log into the account and do whatever they would need to do. But yeah.
Okay, that's neither here or there. Okay, do the same. This is C. All right, let me read that. A company is switching from one cloud provider to another and needs to complete the migration as quickly as possible. Which of the following is the most important consideration to ensure a seamless migration? Seamless migration.
Yeah.
If you need to switch fast, you need to not re-engineer.
That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, seamless.
Okay. So who else is saying D?
One.
I don't get it, but I'm assuming you explain later. So C, we have C and D.
C and D, right? So
but
D is saying network utilization.
Might change his question. Answer.
So D is network utilization. So the question is need to.
B is saying B229 saying C needs to satisfy all of the dependencies, but it's never seamless. Speaking from experience,
right?
Okay, so what's the answer?
Yeah. So you say a company is switching from one cloud service provider to another. So you have AWS and now you want to switch to
Azure.
Microsoft Azure, right?
Okay.
And to another. Are provided to another and need to complete the migration as quickly as possible. Which of the following is the most important consideration to ensure a seamless migration, right? So that would be C, right? Feature compatibility, right? So now most cloud service providers they have specific features that are known for that specific cloud provider.
What's
right?
the answer C?
The answer is C, feature compatibility, right? So you might have a system in AWS that you would, or service in AWS that you wouldn't be able to migrate to Azure because Azure doesn't have that specific feature. Right?
Okay.
So that would be the answer.
Okay.
Network utilization.
Okay. Why is it saying that? Okay, so B. Hold on, TikTok is saying that.
Right.
Okay, good. All right, so B saying that your apps need to make sure equivalent services exist.
Yep.
And then Do says, but if you're working somewhere and they say that they want to switch to AWS to Azure, update your resume to reflect it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so why isn't that D? You said.
So D says network utilization, right? So how much network you're going to use, right? That wouldn't really be the most important consideration, right? They all have network services, so I don't think this would be an option here, right? The utilization of the network, it wouldn't be an option, right? So feature compatibility. So
what is that? What is B?
B is IO, input output of the storage, right? So input, most storages have input and output rate, right? So yeah, that wouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
And I mean, no, I don't think it would be, because most of them, or all the cloud service provider, have different storage tiers or services, right? So if you want high speed storage, you can get that from them. If you have low speed and want to pay less for the storage, you can also have the specific feature or services as well, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so C is
The answer C.
The answer.
Answer is C. Okay. Answer C. Just in case. Hi, Dwayne. How are you?
Yeah, IO, this
This utilization. Which one is this utilization?
IO, input output.
Oh,
of the
okay,
storage,
okay.
yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I think he was being funny.
Okay.
He says most cloud providers have disk I/O than most
customer will ever need. Yeah.
Okay, good. We are well. Also, today is Friday, so on Friday is Cloud Day, so it's much better than Linux. So I don't have a headache. But welcome in. Are you planning on taking any certifications? Are you IT enthusiasts or in the field? Do tell. As he brings the next question up, I do my little preamble. So this is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification. Oh, you're a student. Where are you studying? What are you studying? Tech Talk with Ms. Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification, curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and planning on taking. I feel like my head is like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it down?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I'll let you see my cheeks. Okay. So every day of the week is a different certification. And long story short, today is cloud. If you're not following, follow. Oh, cloud DevOps engineer. Whoa, fancy. Check you out. How's that going? Make sure you take certifications, okay? Let the school pay for the certification. And see if you can get credit for it. All right, a cloud administrator has finished setting up an application that will use RDP to connect during testing. A user experienced a connection timeout error. Which of the following would most likely resolve that issue? They bagged my AWS. Wow. He just back, so he just got. I have to teach. Yeah, I have to teach Unc here.
Nice. You Unc.
Oh, congratulations! How was the exam? Are you planning on taking? What's next for you? Okay. I was waiting for just the dude for the EIM who else to answer so I can say my answer because I don't know this one. Huh. Hi, Ayo. How are you? Somebody help? What's the answer? Oh, most likely it's out there. Oh, you making dinner? Okay, dinner's important. Okay, no problem. I'll take the guess by myself. Or who else? No, literally, I'm like, who else? Not like, who else?
Yeah. So we've seen.
Oh, you did! Right? Look at you guys passing! Congratulations! Okay. How was it? What's next? You know, you don't dwell on the happiness too long. You gotta move on to the next one.
Remember RDP? Oh, which one is that? That is the remote desktop protocol.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna forget that. I know you're gonna ask again. Remote desktop protocol. Okay. Oh, okay. Azure. Oh, you have Azure next.
Okay. The AI Prac. Oh no.
The AS 104. We don't do that one, right? AZ 900 is the one we do. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Terraform Associate. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Okay, Ayo's gonna do AI Practitioner next and Cloud. Okay, AWS, right, Ayo?
Yeah, AI Prac.
Oh, awesome. You started studying it. I know you just passed, but you know, probably, what did you? I would say RDP, right?
I mean, is it the same person that completed the solution architect?
They both did.
Okay, yeah. So with the AI practitioner, I mean, you already have most of the knowledge from the solution architect. So you should be. I mean, you still need the bedrock, the stage maker and all that. You just have to add that to it. Yeah, but if you know most of the stuff from the solution architect stating that you did, so it shouldn't be that difficult.
Generative AI.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So it looks like that's the new wave, huh? Awesome sauce. Oh, what was the answer for this?
So the answer would be D.
D.
Right. So remote desktop RDP is 3389.
Oh.
We've seen that before. Right.
Yeah,
So now it's saying that the cloud administrator has finished setting up an application that would use for RDP to connect.
Okay.
During testing, users experience a connection timeout error. Which of the following would most likely solve the issue?
Oh, okay.
Right.
B is saying B.
Quality of service rule. I mean, quality of service rule wouldn't help in this case.
Okay.
Why not? Remember, quality of service is basically prioritizing other packets over others. A simple example is for phone calls.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I remember you saying that.
So that wouldn't help in this case, right?
Hey, 927. Okay, 927 says D. Okay.
Yeah. So, opening TCP port 3289, right? So the port is closed, right?
Okay.
So now, and that is why we are receiving what? Timeout.
Error. Okay.
Right,
Wait,
so
hold
timeout
on.
error.
42. We don't want you to burn dinner, so no, it's cool. It's cool for you. You know, you gotta peek it out. It's totally fine.
So you see timeout meaning the port is closed, right?
Okay.
So you have to open the port. Checking for checking user password, right? Password wouldn't give you timeout, right? It might give you an authentication error.
Okay.
Yeah. So most of the time when you receive timeout, the port is closed most of the time. Like seasoned meat.
What you cooking? Okay. Yeah, it says do you open the port to the public? Couldn't that cause a hack?
That is true. You're 100% right. Right.
Okay.
But most of these certifications just try to test your knowledge on the services, right? It doesn't really give you best practices in a way.
This one specifically.
Most of the certifications, right? Just want to test to know if you know these services and terminologies, right?
Okay.
But yeah, you can't just open 32. And the best use case is to use for VPN, right? You don't need to open 3289 on public internet, right?
927 is saying that port can be opened behind firewall.
Yes, it could. Open behind firewall. But okay. Do you open to public? Yeah, you don't open to public. Yeah.
And the B is saying that when network bandwidth is limited, can use QoS for RDP. That's a lot of acronyms.
Quality of service for RDP. I mean, you can use QoS for every services, right? If you are a gamer, you can set up a QoS for gaming traffic, right? You can set up for everything. However, it depends on the use case, right? If you think RDP is the most critical system to you, by all means. If you think phone call, voice over IP is critical to you, by all means, right? If you think gaming is important to you, then you can set up QoS.
Due to saying that QoS can't add bandwidth, only drop stuff less important. Yeah,
so and then basically dedicate more bandwidth for that specific call. So let's say you have 1 gig of speed, right? And you have so many systems or so many traffic going back and forth, right? And then now your bandwidth usage is, let's say, 998 megabits, right? So now, in case you want to make a phone call, right, the phone call will fail because you don't have enough bandwidth. But if you set up QoS, right, it's going to drop everything else or drop most of the services, and then now allow the phone call to go through. Right?
Wow.
I'll assign bandwidth for the phone call to go through. So so that is how it is. Yeah, it wouldn't add any bandwidth to it, but it would prioritize it over other services or other traffic, to be specific.
All right. Well, welcome in, welcome in. This is
Bye-bye.
TikTok Women Soccer. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT. Okay. 927 is a QoS is for prioritizing. So if packets have to be dropped, QoS tries to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Welcome to Tech Talk Women Soccer. Every day of the week is a different certification. Today is Friday, so Friday is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow, Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Network Plus. And then Friday again, Cloud Plus. The idea is that if you're planning on taking a certification, these questions it kind of doesn't look scary after, you kind of get acclimated with them. This is not the exact questions on the exam, obviously, but the format is going to be the same. So if you're not following, follow. Okay? All right. A company just successfully completed a DR test, and it is ready to shut down its DR site and resume normal operation. Which of the following actions should the cloud administrator take first?
I do remember DR.
Disaster recovery.
Okay.
Because I thought it was Dominican Republic, and then
DR.
yeah, so I'm not gonna forget that one. So disaster recovery.
Yeah. Okay. So saying the company just successfully completed a disaster recovery test,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ready to shut down its disaster recovery site,
Mm-hmm.
and resume normal operations. Which of the following actions should the cloud administrator take first?
I have a
Do you
question.
remember-
So they set up the site, right? And now they want to shut it down, right? Are they assuming that a disaster is not going to come up again?
I mean,
Is that it?
it was this was just a test.
Okay.
They performed a test
Okay.
to make sure that the site will be
Up and running.
up and running if.
a disaster comes. Okay.
But now they finished the test,
Okay.
and then now what do they do?
They're going back to regular operation.
Exactly,
Okay.
right? Do you remember I think we talked about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We had the hot site, the cold site, and then the warm site.
And
Those
then
are
a hot side, cold side, no, something in between.
that should be it.
The answer choices was hot site, cold site. The C was hot something.
Yeah, that was the answer option, but
Okay.
that is not it.
All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, those three options, right? So remember,
Uh-huh.
hot sites will have exact same infrastructure as well
yeah.
as the production
Yeah.
one, right? So
Okay.
yeah, so they performed the test, right?
Hi, Michael.
So they moved from what? From the production site
Mhm.
to the disaster recovery, right?
Okay.
And then now they tested it, everything is good. So now they have to. So the DR site wouldn't be for day-to-day operations.
Failover.
Failover, okay.
Yes. Oh, thank you. 927. Thank you.
Wouldn't be the disaster recovery site wouldn't be a day-to-day site,
Mhm.
right? You only use them when there's a disaster,
Okay.
right? So yeah, so you always have to come to production system.
Okay.
If there's a disaster, then you move to the DR.
Okay,
right?
got it. Dude says B. The answer choice is B because assuming that things changed during the test, right? And then 927 said B happened, C was required, A was the test. We're at D. D is what you are trying to accomplish. Ooh.
All right. So yeah, the answer is D.
D. Okay.
So basically, you fail. So this is what this is your main site, right?
Oh, okay. So it's my water bottle.
main site, right? And then now you fail over to the backup.
Okay.
Now you have to fail back. So that is it. Perform a fail back.
Okay.
Right? So that is it. Right? If you are failing to
Mhm.
DR, then it's fail over. Right? Once everything is settled, production is back again, then you fail back. Get it?
Why
Fail
not
over,
just
fail
say go back, like fall back?
But they said to use fail back.
Okay.
Right?
This
So,
is very
so that is the
hard to get the
terminology, right?
concept.
That's
Okay.
the terminology.
Do you have another acronym for analogy to understand this? No? Anybody?
No, not
Okay.
that I. Yeah.
All right, so you fell back and then you fall back again.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a term that is being used, right?
Okay.
Fail back,
Okay.
right? Fail over as well. Moving to a DR site, right? Fail back as well,
Fell over, got back up. Okay.
right? But I think it's a bad.
Yeah, sometimes the
Wording,
verbiage
but
is some
You
kind
just
of...
have to get used to it. It's like trying to speak a different language and saying that this verbiage is
Change it
wrong.
because
Yeah,
it doesn't
change
make
it
sense
because
to
of
you.
you, right? Exactly. So you just have to get
You have
used to
be
those.
accommodated, okay. We're fine. Okay.
All right. So
Next
let's move to the
question.
next question. Here.
Welcome in. If you're not following, follow, okay?
Number 2. Ooh.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be AZ 900, AWS Cloud Practitioner. Okay, so it's supposed to be beginner friendly. Most job interviews are testing. Oh, really? Are testing what terms you use. It's to see if you know your stuff,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, most of them.
You can't fake it till you make it too. Ideas. Yeah, but the acronyms is crazy. Imagine going to an interview room and all they saying is acronyms. Or what is it? Yeah. What is the WFB or this?
Yeah, because that's what you're going to. That's what you're going. That the language you'll be speaking, right? So you have to just get used to it. Yeah, like being a nurse or being a doctor, right?
Very true.
Yeah, they all have their
acronyms. Very true. 97 said we don't all remember what acronyms stand for and don't expect it in an interview. But the interview some are basic, but the interview you're going to, if they have to some analogies pertaining to that job, then you would know it. Okay.
No, I mean,
not just terms, SQL skills. Sure.
No, but you still need to speak the language, right? So
okay.
if something happened and they said, hey, let's fill back, and then now you don't know what fill back is, right? You might know how to perform fill back, but you don't know that is what is called fill, right?
Okay.
So you still have to know, right?
And Dude says using one term may mean you are more software. Another term may mean you're more hardware. One term means one terms means you are more Linux. Other terms may mean you're more Windows. Ideas, man. Right. You guys give me a headache.
So let's
I've been liking using Thor instead of restore. That's all.
Instead of restore? Okay.
Is that really a thing? You have to say Thor instead. What you throwing me? Like what? Oh my goodness. So what is the Thor? The full acronym of Thor? Most likely. Most depends on how badly they want to fill the role and how easy it is to find a candidate. Okay. Backup equals breeze or snap. Ay, Dios mío. Backup equals breeze or snapshot in time. Okay, Thor frozen to. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure if it was an acronym. I just want to make sure it's not an acronym to anything. Okay, got it. Oh, these IT terms. Like reconsider dried out food. Okay. Putting some water on it. Bringing it back to life. You thaw your data when you restore it from backup. Oh, because it was frozen. Oh, this is funny to me. Because it was frozen, so you thaw it. To now bring it back to room temperature. Okay.
Is that 42?
Yeah, no, they were explaining thawing to me. It's actually a thing. Interesting. Oh, okay. What happened? You took your Security Plus. You guys are amazing. Are you really? I can't really tell you guys, but congratulations! Passed a bachelor's degree, Security Plus. Wow.
ACCC. Okay.
AZ 900. So what's the end goal? Congratulations to you. Happy for you. Bachelor's degrees. Check Security Plus. Check. What is the goal? IC2CC. The IC2CC. Which one?
Well, that is
the one under CSSP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the AZ 900.
I haven't taken that.
You're like the second person that said AZ. No, the other one was AZ
104.
104. Okay. Good.
But we do AZ 900.
Yes.
Sundays.
Yeah, we do AZ 900 Sundays. So I totally forgot. Sunday. I've been saying all this time. Sunday, come on by, okay? See the questions and how it's set up. Okay, so when you go, you see how it is. You put the next question up?
Yeah, that's the next question.
Assistant administrator in a large enterprise needs to alter the configuration of one of the finance department's database server. What should the following should the administrator perform first? Awesome. Are you going to pursue? Don't do it. Are you going to pursue a master's at the university you're at? C all day. Oh wow. All right. C. They're saying C. Unanimously saying C.
Oh, C. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Oh whoa. 927 says B 100%.
I mean, so we have C all day and then B 100%. So.
24, okay, what's the answer? Hi, Clifford. Currently halfway my master's.
Oh, nice. Okay.
See how excited he got. What was that?
Nice.
Good for you.
Good.
Halfway my master's for intelligence is good. Awesome.
Nice.
Sounds like you have a bright future. I'm happy for you. What's the answer? Oh, B is what you tell. B is what you should tell you to do. C.
Mm-hmm.
What's the answer?
All right. I see you 42. All right. So the answer would be B.
B.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So a system administrator in a large enterprise needs to alter a configuration of one of the finance department's database server.
Ooh.
Which of the following should the administrator perform first? Right? So
Okay.
yeah. So in corporations, right, or enterprise, most of the time there's a big or huge change. It depends on the company. Big and small are relative, right? But most of the companies would require you to have a change management process in place, right?
Okay.
Which means mostly they use service now. I think different companies will have different platform to use, right?
Okay.
So you fill up a form, who is performing the action, what would be your rollback if something fails, right? And then it goes to the chain of command, right? So that, and then they're going to sign off and then approve the request, right?
Okay.
So now, as part of the change management can also tell you, would also allow you to, I guess, explain how backup will be done.
Okay.
Right? It's all part of it, right? And some, since this is database, I was saying that some of the changes might not need backup, but this is database specifically. So yeah, it would also describe how the backup will be performed, right? And then restore process and all that, right? So change management should be the first step, especially with large
enterprises.
Okay,
so dude says, yeah, B is more correct. And then 927 says, I'm planning the work. So with go/no-go rollback point.
There you go.
Okay, and then telco site, I used to support.
Telecommunication.
Okay. Again, I can't tell if it's an acronym or not. Okay, but telecom, I used to support. If we weren't at a certain point by, say, 2 a.m., we wouldn't have enough time to roll out back changes. Oh, okay. Is it like when like is it the same? I might be totally off field, but is it like when let's say Optimum, they need to push out updates or something, they turn out they do updates like around 12 a.m.
Yeah, I mean,
concept?
most updates usually the ones that would affect customers or affect systems. Most of the time it's done during non-working and non-operational hours, right?
Okay.
So most of the time we are from 12 a.m. or from 1 a.m.
Okay.
to
But if you're up at 12 a.m., you know. Oh, you're still turning. Okay, yeah. Similar to the update went sideways. We might have to look at Thor. You're funny. All
right, so I think. Do I have any
more questions? Oh, we've been on for an hour, but we're trying to stay on for a little longer.
I think I have.
Okay.
I have one more.
Question?
One more. Yep, I have one more.
One more question. So last question for the night. We did good. Last question for the night. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, we'll be on time. 9 p.m. Eastern time. AWS Cloud Practitioner.
All right. This should be the last one for tonight.
Is that all the questions? It doesn't look like it is.
Yeah, you are 100% right.
Thank you.
All day right. Right, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. A company has deployed a cloud-ready application. Before deployment, an administrator needs to select the deployment technology that provides a high level of portability and is lightweight in terms of footprint and resource requirement. Which of the following solutions would be best to help the administrator achieve the requirements? That's a mouthful.
Yeah. So which one do you think
Oh,
would be the answer?
I was hoping they would answer.
Let's take it.
All right, a company has
Analyze.
alpha. Thank you. A container, all the way container.
Why not? Why not D?
I was thinking the same thing. You were gonna say D, right? I don't know.
Why not D?
I don't know.
What's the difference between container and virtual machines? Right? It can be A, it can be
D.
D, right?
I mean, they're saying A, so I'm sticking with A. I know you're trying to trick me because I don't know if it's D.
Okay.
But can you explain why it's A and not D? What's the answer though? Wait.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait. What's a
App
good
is
one?
cloud ready. That is a good one.
What? I don't get it. Can you explain?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, 42. Yeah, cloud is app ready.
What does that mean?
Good. So meaning, it can be moved to the cloud.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
What can move to the cloud?
The application itself.
Oh, okay.
Right, app ready.
Okay. No need for a full OS for virtual machine. That's the trick. Containers can contain just app.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the answer is A.
A.
Containers.
Okay. I mean, I figured they were right. Actually. Okay.
So yeah. So containers have. So with virtual machine. So the answer could have been what? A virtual machine, right?
Mhm.
But with a virtual machine, you need what? You need an operating system, right? So you
Okay.
have to install the whole operating system, and then now you can what? You can install whatever application or service that you want, right?
Okay.
But with a container,
Uh-huh.
you don't need to install any OS
Okay.
operating system, right? It
Okay.
uses the operating system of the host, right?
Okay.
And containers are service specific,
Okay.
right? So now if you want to create
Yes, Kubernetes. Okay.
if you want to create a web application, right?
Mhm.
You set up a container and you install you actually download the HTTPD image,
Mhm.
right? Or Nginx image. They are specialized for web services, right? And that is the container that you're going to run, right? And that is it. With virtual machine, you can have multiple services running at the same time and all that, right?
Okay.
But container will give you the smallest footprint possible,
Okay.
right? So yeah, so that would be container.
Okay. Can you press the top where it says go to live studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yaya said Docker and Podman. I learned that Docker is not the
only
container. All this time I've been saying Docker Kubernetes. The other time I learned about Podman.
Podman, yeah.
Wait, 927 says something. Windows OS is containerized. Many little VMs that's why there are less blue screens and crashes.
Oh, really?
And then
Is it true?
I don't know. I should be asking you.
Windows OS is containerized. Really? That I don't know. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
B says not Windows containers, not
Yeah.
Windows containers. LOL. And then Undo says containers are just a fancy way to run a Linux process. I think
the process.
I think Windows 8 when I changed. Hold on, let me go to the live room. Windows 8.
Yeah, what were they saying?
I don't know what TikTok was saying.
Alright.
TikTok is acting weird today.
Yeah, I mean that is the that's the last
That was
question
the last question?
for the day.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, tomorrow would be
Windows containers are weird and different. Wait, what is the difference between Windows containers? I'm glad you enjoyed it. You should come for Linux. I'm sure you'll love it.
yeah, you will love
It's
it.
quite a headache. Wait, but what is a Windows container? Why is it weird?
I personally haven't used
Oh, okay. Windows container.
Windows container. I don't know. I mean, some people might have used it, right?
Okay.
But most of the time, Linux containers works perfectly,
Okay.
right? But I haven't really used Windows container before.
You know, I'm starting to think you don't really like Windows much.
Yeah, I
Windows
mean,
containers attached to Linux kernel. Okay, kernel. All right.
okay.
Thank you for joining tomorrow 9 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, AWS Cloud Practitioner. Bye.
Right.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. If
See
you're not
you
following, follow.
tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, Yaya.
All right.